What's up guys, it's me, Crystal Pokedude, welcoming you to the Fatal Flaw of Miraculous Ladybug. Before getting into that, first a little privy on the series. This series is meant to look at shows released within the last decade or so, and ask the question, what is holding this show back from being a universal classic? When I say universal classic, I mean it's something everyone agrees this is a classic, this is nearly a masterpiece, among the ranks of Avatar: The Last Airbender and Gravity Falls. This series is set to answer the question of why certain shows aren't as universally acclaimed as these two. And to start off, who are better than Miraculous Ladybug? Anyway, let's get right into it. But before we get to that, this video is sponsored by no one, because I only have 75 subscribers. Hey, nice. Thanks guys. On with the video. Miraculous Ladybug is a French 3D animated series that started its run in 2015. Since then, 3 seasons and 78 episodes have been released. The series takes a lot of influence from Western comic books, but you can see the clear influence from anime as well while watching the series. All wrapped up within the setting of Thomas Ostruck's hometown, Paris, France. Basically, just imagine if Spiderman was a magical girl. That's a sentence I never thought I'd have to say. Now, in terms of flaws, a lot of people throw out the fact that the show is very formulaic, but just because a series is formulaic doesn't mean it's bad, per se. Take one of the most highly praised series to come out in the late 2000s, Phineas and Ferb. Almost everyone who watched it seems to have fond memories of the series, and that's the most formulaic show in existence. So, being formulaic doesn't automatically make a show bad. Another complaint commonly levied at the series is the fact that it releases out of order. And while yes, this is a problem, I wouldn't consider it a fatal problem, as others would. Because the nature of Miraculous Ladybug being mostly episodic, it has the ability to work with this. It's been releasing out of order since the start, but because of its episodic nature, it's been able to stand its ground being released out of order. I mean, heck, the origin episode was one of the last episodes of season 1, and that wasn't a, oh, we released it out of order. No, that is a, we didn't write it until here. So, Miraculous Ladybug's timeline has always been a bit iffy, and it's not just a network releasing issue, it's a consistent thing. So, after everything I've debunked, what do I believe the fatal flaw to be? Well, upon examination, the fatal flaw of Miraculous Ladybug is moving the goalpost. Now, moving the goalpost is when a series sets something to be a goal, something to work towards, something to reach. And then once the audience reaches that point, suddenly that goal changes. Now this happens quite a bit in Miraculous, and here are just a few examples. An example of this can be seen with the Miraculouses themselves. In Season 1, we are shown that there are 7 Miraculouses. The Ladybug, the Cat, the Moth, the Peacock, the Turtle, the Bee, and the Fox. Those are the 7 we see. Of the 7, we have 3 heroes and 4 qualities. Going into Season 2, they marketed the fact that we were going to see the other 3 and that we were going to finally have seen them all. When we finally get there, the second we're given a new one in the form of Rena Rouge in Sapatis, suddenly they unveil 10 more. So it's no longer a, hey, you're really close, you're one step further to seeing all these Miraculouses. Instead, it's, oh, you thought there were only 7? Ha 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 ha. No, there's a lot more. Another example of this is the Love Square itself. Throughout the series, there's been a lot of slow build-up to it, but every time we would get one step closer, they would push everything back. And we know it's going to be in-game. We know the Love Square has had too much time put into it to not be in-game. So at this point, they're just drawing it out, because they know the fact that once they get together, people are going to stop watching. And that's just another example. I mean, as it's been so eloquently put,
you have waded through over 3 years and 70 episodes worth of emotional investment in the relationship equivalent of a Scooby-Doo door gag, and it has smoothed over your brain and turned it to mush.
I don't think I could phrase it any better than that. Finally, the recentest and arguably the biggest example that people have caught on to, Chloe's character development. Now, Season 1, Chloe was unlikable. Season 2, for the most part, tried to flesh her out. By Season 3, she was a much better character and was actually able to be relied on by the heroes. Then the finale comes around and says, oh, you thought Chloe was a good person? You thought we had actually developed this character? Nope, we're gonna move it even further. Chloe's now back at square one, still the same horrible person she was last time. Oh yeah, and now we have to find a new Miraculous holder, so that's another thing to clickbait you with. You can do it with Miraculouses by introducing new things. That's fine. Introducing new characters to make the shipping more interesting is fine. But when you take a character arc you have spent time building and time getting the audience invested in, and then say, oh yeah, that doesn't matter anymore, we're putting her back at square one, it doesn't work. You've effectively just wasted the time of your entire audience. And that is why I believe the fatal flaw of Miraculous Ladybug is moving the goalpost. But anyway, that's just my opinion on the matter. Tell me what you guys think is the fatal flaw of Miraculous Ladybug, and also what series I should do next. See you guys next time. Bye.
I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her a lot. I'll be back.